missus.
Why can't you see I'm not your little toy? Why can't you see I'm not your whipping boy? I'm not your puppet and you can't control my life.
That's right, folks. This is a film about Jehovah's con men. Jehovah's Witnesses are religious con artists who prey on the average Joe's inability to read Greek. The word Jehovah or Yahweh does not appear one single time in either the Textus Receptus Greek of the King James Bible or in the false Alexandrian Greek used by the Jehovah's Witnesses in their New World Translation. Just to show you how bogus their Greek is, Codex Sinaiticus does not contain the word Jesus or the word Christ one single time in the entire New Testament. Instead, it writes it either in shorthand or with a symbol. The Jehovah's Witnesses have forged the word Jehovah into the New Testament 237 times. Now take a look at the same verse in the Jehovah's Witnesses' own Greek interlinear New Testament, and you can see plainly there the word Kyrios, Lord. It does not say Jehovah at all. Here is a full list of all 237 places that they have falsely inserted the word Jehovah into the New Testament. This will allow you to freeze frame the video and look all of them up in the Greek interlinear New Testament later on if you want to. There's a better look at this list at the end of the video. With cunning craftiness, the so-called Jehovah's Witnesses have written their fake Bible in literally dozens of different languages, effectively forging the word Jehovah into the New Testament in all of them. But they have one big problem: the Greeks. The Greeks are an exceptionally intelligent people who God chose out to write the New Testament in their language. Indeed, the New Testament is written in Greek forever. That's a wonderful honor to their nation. And they are meticulous in the preservation of every word. The mighty Alexander the Great, who is mentioned specifically in the book of Daniel, took the Greek language across his huge empire in preparation for the New Testament being taken right across the globe. And this is why the superscription of accusation that was nailed over Jesus Christ on the cross was written in letters of Latin and Hebrew and Greek, because Greek was still a major trading language. So, how did they manage to pull the wool over the eyes of some of the Greek people? The one thing they absolutely did not want them to do was to read the Textus Receptus Greek interlinear. But to complicate this, they didn't even want them to go to read their own Jehovah's Witness Alexandrian Greek interlinear New Testament either. And so they forged a Greek New Testament in modern English, and with a jaw-dropping charade, they inserted the word Jehovah in Greek with the vowel sounds into the text to try to deceive the Greek people. When, of course, the word Jehovah isn't in any ancient Greek New Testament. Because if it had been, it would have been the Rosetta Stone to how the words Yahweh or Jehovah should be pronounced, as the vowel signs would be there in Greek. And of course, nobody said anything about that because it just wasn't there. The King James Bible translators realized that the use of the word theos and kyrios for the word God in the New Testament, and never, not even once, the word Jehovah, was divine permission from God to translate the word God into your own language, and therefore they translated the word Jehovah usually as Lord, though in many instances they did write Jehovah. So no, it isn't missing. It was not an oversight. It was entirely deliberate. At the end of the book of Revelation, there is a terrible threat to anyone who dares to change this book, but they have dared to insert the word Jehovah even into the book of Revelation. If you go on their website and look at their forged New World Translation in Greek, and drag and drop the forged verses from their modern version of the Greek New Testament into Google Translate, you will see that they have even dared to change the sacrosanct book of Revelation when God promises that he will add the plagues of the book of Revelation onto you and take your name out of the book of life if you dare to do that. Revelation 4:8 and Revelation chapter 1 verse 8 are just two examples of this. In Matthew chapter 4, verse 4, Jesus gives a divine promise that every word of the New Testament will be preserved word for word. The Jehovah's Witnesses are calling Jesus a liar. And that's the truth. So, in closing, here is that list of 237 forgeries of the word Jehovah into the New Testament, and also a list of 200 verses commonly omitted from modern versions of the Bible like the New World Translation.
Why can't you see I'm not your little toy? Why can't you see I'm not your whipping boy? I'm not your puppet and you can't control my life. You want to rule the world, that isn't very bright. Why do you think that you could steal the show? You think you're smart, but you don't even know. I'm not your puppet and you can't control my life. You want to rule the world, that isn't very bright. There was a little man who wanted to be king. He tried controlling people with his puppet strings. But as the people woke up from their darkened nights, they left the puppet show and stepped into the lights. I'm not your puppet and you can't control my life. You want to